morning and welcome to today's edition of Tennessee Valley This Morning. We're so glad you decided to tune in today. I'm Tracy Wright and I'm joined with my husband, Tommy Wright, my co-host. How are you this morning?
I'm just wonderful.
Well, good.
You look awful lovely today.
Well, I'm trying this bright and early time. You know, I'm not the morning bird in the family.
Well, maybe it'll grow on you.
No, I don't think so. But, you know, for this, it's worth it because, you know, it's fun to be here with all the viewers out there and they have the opportunity to talk about things happening in the community and introduce folks to opportunities to connect and get involved.
And a lot going on and wonderful community, nice fall weather.
Hasn't it been nice waking up with a little nip in the air,
Beautiful.
Not as hot as it has been. Fall is just one of my favorite times.
I think I'd like to try a couple little bonfires and make some s'mores.
That sounds good.
Nice evenings. Those would be fun.
That would.
Some things
the
that are
trees,
going on.
Well, I wanted to talk about
the
the
trees.
trees. They're starting to turn just a little bit. Not a whole lot yet, but we're starting to get a little color show going.
Well, and I think what they say is if there's a little bit of rain in the summer, a little more moisture, in the summer we'll have a more colorful fall, so maybe that'll be the case.
I hope so. You know, I saw a little bit of redness on some, and I'm ready to see the orange and the yellows. And we have a student from Italy, an exchange student, and she's really excited about seeing the color change. I was telling her about the show, I call it a show, that's about to happen in terms of the leaves just doing their thing, and it's just a special time of the year.
It'll be special for her.
It will. And with her camera, you know, she's really capturing her memories and using Facebook to communicate. What a wonderful tool she has available to her that some of us back in the day wouldn't have had.
No.
But she's using it to keep her family and friends back home informed about all the things she's experiencing and doing here. So I can't wait to see the pictures she takes and posts of the leaves.
I think she still takes a picture of every meal she eats, almost. So.
Yeah, she's had some things that are a little bit different. Cornbread and the turnip greens, you know, she didn't get that too much in Italy.
No, that's not normally an Italian food.
No,
so.
It's not. It's not. But it's been fun having her.
It has been fun. And
we need to have her on one day to talk about some of her experiences transitioning and some of the things she's going through at the high school. And
yes.
She's at Cleveland High, and she's going to be on the basketball team. Go Raiders.
Yes, go Raiders.
And go Walker Valley and go Bradley Central. We want to be fair to all of them.
That's right.
But
Tennessee Christian.
Yes, but when it's basketball season for women, I tell you, I'm going to be hardcore Cleveland High School because our girl Anna, our daughter, as we call her, is on the team. So, you know, when you hear me yelling and getting a little wild and wacky, that's why.
That's true diehard fan.
I am, and I get loud and rowdy, don't I?
You do, you do. You know, at Cleveland High, it makes me think, though, they are selling banners in their gymnasium, so I guess, as a fundraiser for the women's basketball team. So I know our Rotary Club will be putting a banner in there, and as will Cleveland State. But if you happen to have a business, then you want to market your business in the gymnasium at Cleveland High, you could contact Coach Mindy Kaiser at the high school, and she would be happy to help you with that. But I think it's $300, and you get
minimum for all the fan exposure in that gym.
Media guide, a banner, and PA recognition at all the games. So very nice.
A good deal for businesses out there. And you know, I was shocked, you know, it's been a while since we've had a high school student, but going to the parent meeting to learn that the sports aren't funded.
Right.
I guess I was under the old model back in the day, at least my school system, wasn't here in Cleveland Bradley, but our sports were, for the most part, the cheerleaders, which I happen to be, weren't funded at the same level, but the basketball teams and the football teams had their uniforms, and baseball provided at no cost to the families. But here, it seems like it's a different story, or maybe it's just different financial times. I know with the funding being what it is, things get cut. So I was really surprised. So the athletes are really having to go out and work at raising funds if they are wanting to have those opportunities. And it's an important opportunity, getting our kids active and learning sportsmanship and
teamwork.
All of the the coaches just still a lot of important values in those kids, and it's a good thing. So I'm so proud of you for remembering to mention that. And I'm sure all the schools are engaging in these types of fundraising activities to make these important sporting opportunities happen. So get out there and support our schools. The kids need it, and if we're not going to fund it through our tax dollars, then let's get behind and fund it in other ways, because these are important. It keeps the kids out of trouble.
I'd be remiss, though, if I didn't mention that we have a new athletic website that's being hosted at Cleveland State, and we just agreed yesterday to start selling some advertising space on that website, on that athletic website. So we don't have the details worked out in total yet, but if you have a business that you want to market, you're able to do that on our website. And so we're negotiating the prices on those, but we could contact me and we could put you in the right place.
Okay. Well, there are lots of things happening throughout our community this week. If you haven't bookmarked, and I know we talk about it a lot, but the Chamber's One Community Calendar is a phenomenal resource. And so if you don't have that bookmark, you need to bookmark it, because that's the place to go to stay in the know. And just a couple of things I'll share with you. One, if you're interested in owning a franchise, Cleveland State Community College's Small Business Development Center is hosting a workshop on Tuesday the 18th from 11 until noon, and it's franchising as a career, an investment, or both. And I think that's really a
nice.
Good, neat one.
They do a lot of workshops.
They really do.
So, very nice.
And it's free.
Can't beat that price.
Free.
Can't beat that price. If you don't need a franchise, but if you really feel the need to do a bed race.
Okay.
Wow, a bed race. You can do a bed race. Family Promise, we've had some folks on from Family Promise before, but Family Promise benefits folks in the community that are at a state at time where they are maybe between homes for whatever reason. And this nonprofit organization is hosting a bed race Saturday, 9/22, at the Bradley Square Mall. So there'll be a variety of events, everything from a junior bed race, has a certain age group, to a pillow sack race. They're having a rolling bed race, which is more or less a 5-member team. And then they'll do a grand parade, I guess, of all the beds to close out the afternoon.
That sounds like fun. And I think, you know, this is one of their largest fundraisers.
It is. For
their important endeavor of helping people who have found themselves homeless get back on their feet. And it's just a neat, neat organization.
Also, I should mention that Tuesday afternoon, we'll be breaking ground on a new subdivision for Habitat for Humanity. And we'll be joined with a national organization here that just awarded us a grant to fund, I think, 25 homes over the next 3 years. We were one of a few cities selected across the nation to do that. So, but we're breaking ground on a new subdivision, and at that same time being awarded this large grant donation to do that. So that'll be at Victory Cove subdivision, and you could contact the Habitat for Humanity organization for details about the event for that groundbreaking.
And our Habitat does some amazing things, and it's nice to see recently the director was recognized, as well as the organization as a whole.
That's right.
So important work taking place. There's also at the Chamber of Commerce on Wednesday, 2 days from now, at 12 noon until 1 p.m., a workshop called Healthcare Reform, What's Next for Employers. And if you're confused or have questions about what the new health reform law means, for you as a business owner or an employer, you definitely want to make plans to be there at the conference center for the Chamber of Commerce. Only $15, and it includes lunch, And they have Jeff Townsend, who's the Vice President of Purchasing Services with Healthcare 21 Business Correlation, who's their primary speaker. So definitely a good one to go to help you navigate the healthcare reform law. And then on this Friday evening, if you're not going to the football game, 6 p.m. on Cleveland State's campus, we have Doug Rye, who some of you might recognize that name if you listen to his nationally syndicated radio show, Home Remedies. We are actually having him on Cleveland State's campus on Friday evening 6, free, and it's part of the Get Efficient Energy Sustainability workshop that's been going on for a while.
Is this going to cause me to have a larger honey-do list?
Probably so, but you just get ready and get your hammer, nails, and some caulk because the main thing.
Let me thank you, Jeff, for coming to town.
And weather stripping and, you know, those outlet plate covers. I've learned so much through the ones I've been to already. And, you know, I'm ready for a leaf. Don't y'all think I look cute driving one of those little electric leafs through town?
I think
that little silver one I sat in yesterday was calling me, Tracy, Tracy. And I kept saying, shh, and it kept saying, Tracy, it wants me, Tommy.
I was looking for a pickup
Christmas is coming. So, you know, great Christmas gift, a little rib bow on top of that little silver leaf that was saying, Tracy,
we must
Tracy.
move on.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. Well, we want everyone to stay tuned. I promise I won't talk about the leaf calling my name, Tracy, anymore, because we got an amazing lineup today. We have Miss Brady Sewell, who's coming up next from Girl Scout Council of Southern Appalachian. And you know I'm fans of Girl Scouts. You heard me on this show talk about that many times before.
Will we have cookies? Will we?
Not today.
Not today, but soon.
They're coming.
Okay.
I got some, she's probably going to talk about something else you could buy instead of cookies right away. But don't go away. Don't turn that down. We'll talk about Girl Scouts and wonderful opportunities to just get involved in that great organization here in our community.
Great local sports right here on WTNB East Tennessee Television. Keep up to date on all your Walker Valley sports news Wednesdays with the Walker Valley Sports Zone. Get a behind-the-scenes look at all the local high school area football with the pregame Thursdays at 10. And it's a Friday night tradition. Football Friday, every Friday night at 11 o'clock, right here on WTNB East Tennessee Television.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Has your disability application been denied? Are you frustrated with the administration's processing of your claim? Do you feel as though the administration simply does not understand why you cannot work? You're not alone. My name is Matthew Coleman and I'm an attorney representative. I find that many of my clients share these concerns and others. As a representative, it's my job to communicate your claim to the administration in a language that they can understand. As an attorney, it's my duty to fight for the disability benefits that you deserve. Come talk to me. The Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson, PC.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
Well, good morning, and thanks for staying tuned to us here at Tennessee Valley this morning. You notice that we've been joined here on the set by Miss Brady Sewell. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Thanks for having me.
You look awful chipper.
She does.
I guess
She's
I'm a
always
morning person.
chipper. That's just her nature.
I think that's the Girl Scout way, right?
It is. And you mentioned Girl Scout because Brady is the Community Development Manager, a mouthful of a title,
Yes.
for the Girl Scout Council of the Southern Appalachians.
Yes.
And thank you for agreeing to be here.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here this morning.
Great. Well, it's fall, and that means one thing in terms, and it's not football, guys. For girls, it means it's Girl Scout recruiting time, although I guess all the time is really recruitment time, isn't it?
All the time is recruitment time, but we really recruit heavy during the fall. Right now, I'm working on being in the schools, going school to school, talking to the girls about what it's like to be in Girl Scouts, how to join, and then I'm going back to the school a couple nights later and actually signing all those girls up, as many as we possibly can, so that we can bring this programming locally. So,
Wonderful. Now, why would you recommend, if I'm a mom out there watching, or dad, or grandma, why should I even care about signing my girl up for Girl Scouts?
well, that's a great question. About 3 years ago, Girl Scouts went through a little bit of a change in this area, and really nationally. Girl Scouts, we have a research institute, which makes us a little bit different from other nonprofits, and our research institute found that 2/3 of all girls in grades K through 12 want to be a leader, but only 1 in 5 of those feel like they have the skills necessary to lead. So Girl Scouts took a look at their programming, and they developed a premier leadership experience through their programming, so that girls still get to do the things that you've always heard of Girl Scouting, which are the 3 C's, cookies, camping, and crafts. But at the same time, they also, through those things, they get to learn leadership skills. And how that's done is, no more gone are the days where leaders are telling girls which badges they're going to work on or which activities they want to do. We let the girls decide starting in kindergarten. We give them some options and then say, girls work together and figure out which one of these you want to do as a group. So it teaches them a lot of skills, team building, decision making, and it's just a great program for them to learn a skill that they may or may not be getting in school or at home. So
that's really an important thing. And as one of the volunteers who serves as a leader, I can tell you, sometimes for us as adults to step back and let the girls lead can be a little intimidating for us, because we're so used to organizing and planning and, you know, okay, this is what we're going to do now, and this is what but boy, watch your girls do it and engage in the process is really a special thing.
Well, and it's fun to step back and watch, and the great thing about Girl Scouting is it's not limited to any one thing. It's not even limited to cookies, crafts, and camping. Those things are all important, and we want to give girls those experiences. But if a girl has a dream and aspires to be an astronaut, we try to give her an idea of what that's like so that she can go after those dreams. And so that's the important thing for Girl Scouts in our area. One of the things that drew me to this position is I have a heart for community service, and Girl Scouts teaches community service to girls at a young age. So I think that's important for our community now, the communities that we live in, for girls to learn that, so that one day when they grow up and they're an adult, a leader may be completely different from one girl to the next. But the idea is, even if a girl grows up and she's a stay-at-home mom, our hope is that they'll have a heart for community service and can give back to the areas that they live in, they choose to live in. So
I think those are such important skills to instill in those kids.
Yes.
It really is. What about a cost? How much does it cost to be a Girl Scout?
To join Girl Scouts, there is a $12 fee. That covers a full year of Girl Scouting. Our Girl Scout year starts October 1st and it goes to September 30th. So our year is about to start, and girls are about to kick off with our fall candy and nut sale, which will start taking place pretty soon. And what that full year covers, there is also a uniform charge. They usually have to have a uniform in order to sell cookies, which starts in January, so be looking for your cookies in January.
Can't wait.
And the cost of the uniform, a girl guide, all of that stuff ranges anywhere from $50 to $60. The good thing is Girl Scouts does offer financial aid. We never want cost to be a reason for a girl not to participate in our programming. So if a family is on free or reduced lunch, if a girl is in foster care, or if a family is just going through a difficult financial time, we do offer financial aid for the $12 fee, for the uniform cost, and for any trips or activities that they may take and they don't have the funds for. So we do offer that service to our girls.
And I think that's an important thing, because you don't want a girl to miss these opportunities because of the financial piece.
How would one donate money if there was maybe someone out there that didn't have money to do the Girl Scouting events, but maybe you wanted to make a donation to Girl Scouts? That's
an excellent question. You could go to our website, which is www.girlscoutcsa.org, or you could contact our offices at 1-800-474-1912. And that's a way that you could set up to make a donation. You can also you can restrict that to Bradley County or whichever county you may live in. But that's where our donations and our United Way funding come from, is so that we're able to offer financial aid to these girls, because not every nonprofit organization is able to do that. And we feel fortunate that we are able to offer that service and be able to give financial aid, so as many girls as we possibly can get to participate in our programming can.
And you mentioned United Way, which is a wonderful supporter of Girl Scouts of the Southern Appalachian, and that's another way people could deal. I know their campaign will be embarking soon. So,
yes.
I heard on the way to the show, one of the guys that works for me, one of the maintenance guys, he said to tell you that if you ever wanted him to come talk to the Girl Scouts about the fact that it is true that these cookies do get to troops, because he was in the military. And he said that he has seen pallets of those dropped on ships. And he said he's thoroughly enjoyed those donations that are taken. So,
well, Brady, you mentioned the fall product sale. Is there opportunity through that to support our troops with the fall product sale? Do you know about that piece? The
Cookies
Care
in the
to
Spring.
Share, the reading program that they have, where you can buy the reading vouchers, and they send those to the military, and they can order magazines. And that are sent overseas to our wonderful military who are serving. So for $5, the magazines cost more, and I guess it's with the partnership with the American Publishing. They will send those magazines, the voucher. The soldiers get to pick the magazine they want sent to them, and then send them to them. So it's a neat way. Your $5 donation to a girl to help her reach her goal can also support and enrich the lives of our military.
Right.
That's neat.
That is neat.
So I'm a Girl Scout.
My husband is too.
Well, there you go. I feel I'm a proud Girl Scout.
talk more. You talked about going to the schools to do the recruitment sessions. What other ways could one get involved and sign up to be a Girl Scout if they're interested? If maybe you haven't been to their school and they're saying, I want to join now, Mommy, I want to join.
If they want to join now and I haven't been to their school yet, I will be sending home flyers and giving stickers out to girls, which hopefully they're putting on their shirts. So look for those. And then also, if you're ready to sign up and you want to sign up, you can sign up online by visiting our website. You just go to www.girlscoutcsa.org. And once you get on that webpage, there is a big sign up here logo. If you just click on that, you can sign up, or you can call our office, again, at 1-800-474-1912. And you can speak to one of our customer service specialists and they'll get you signed up.
And I'm excited about the online registration opportunity. Has that gone over well? This is a change for...
Yes, it's definitely a change, and it has gone over well, but it's definitely something that we're learning about more, and it's brand new to Girl Scouts, but we're really excited about the opportunities to reach more girls that way, because it's hard for us to reach every single girl in all the 46 counties that we cover in Tennessee, Virginia, and Northwest Georgia. So,
are you still seeing a growth in Girl Scout participation, or?
Yes, definitely in the last few years we have seen a growth in membership, and it's still growing. I think more and more people are finding out about our new programming and what we're offering girls, and they're just really excited about it. And girls seem to be very excited about it this year, which gets all of us excited. So.
And it's been a big year for Girl Scouts nationally because we're celebrating something special.
Yes, it's our 100th anniversary, so we've had several events catered around that. We actually had a Bridge Fest event in Chattanooga where the girls got to walk across the bridge. And then we're having a sleepover at the Bristol Motor Speedway coming up this month actually. And so girls are going to get the chance to go to the Speedway and then spend the night there, which they're all excited about.
That's a lot of fun.
Yes.
What about adults? Are there ways for adults watching to get involved with Girl Scouting?
Very much so. We are a nonprofit, and how we deliver our programming to girls is through wonderful volunteers like Tracy. And she is an excellent volunteer for our organization, and we're very thankful to have her. And we need volunteers like her. And you can volunteer in lots of different ways. We have service unit volunteers who are just involved with a service unit is groups of troop in an area. So we have a service unit here in Cleveland. We also have one in McMinn County, and that one covers McMinn and Meigs. Bradley County and Polk are together. And then there's a service unit in Ray and Monroe County, and those are the areas that I cover. So you can volunteer to lead a service unit, or you can be a product person, which I think is what you are on the service unit team, aren't you? So there are different ways that you can volunteer in that aspect. You can also sign up to be a troop leader and actually take on a troop of girls, which is a rewarding experience to be able to teach and watch girls go from not being scared to raise their hand in class to actually leading, and that's an exciting thing to watch as a troop leader. You can be a co-leader. We also have what are called episodic volunteers, which just maybe volunteer on different occasions where we have events like the Bridge Fest event, or at our camp, which is in Georgia, Camp Adahi, for a weekend troop excursion. So there are different ways that you can volunteer depending on your skill set and time abilities, and we need as many volunteers as we can possibly get. So
lots of wonderful ways for grown-ups as well as the girls to get connected with Girl Scouting.
Yes.
Brady is the person you want to talk to, so if you're called the number she provided, you might want to give that one more time.
It's 1-800-474-1912.
They'll be glad to get you in contact with Brady to find out how to either connect your girl, or they can help you with that part, or if you want to sign on to be a volunteer. They can help you. Whoever answers can help, but if you want to talk to Brady specifically, you can leave word for her as well.
Thanks,
Brady. It's been wonderful having you on today.
Well, thank you again for having me. I love coming and talking about Girl Scouts, especially in our local area.
Well, I hope you have a great rest of the day.
Thanks, you too.
All right, we'll see you. I'll see you soon, I hope.
Okay.
But you viewers, you don't want to touch that down, because, boy, we got two amazing men coming up next. Not together, we'll have them separately. But stay tuned for more.
Town and Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
Hello, I'm Bill Odom.
Hi, and I'm Tammy Odom.
We want to invite you to join us on Joyous Living Today for interviews, testimonies, and gospel music by special guests and Dixie Sunshine.
Right here on WTNB, Sundays at 4 p.m. and Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. You don't want to miss it.
Jesus, Jesus, the light of the world.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
Has your disability application been denied? Are you frustrated with the administration's processing of your claim? Do you feel as though the administration simply does not understand why you cannot work? You're not alone. My name is Matthew Coleman, and I'm an attorney representative. I find that many of my clients share these concerns and others. As a representative, it's my job to communicate your claim to the administration in a language that they can understand. As an attorney, it's my duty to fight for the disability benefits that you deserve. Come talk to me. The Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson, PC.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Good morning, and thanks for staying tuned to us here at Tennessee Valley this morning. We have been joined on the set by Dr. Carl Hite. How are you this morning?
I'm fine. I'm fine. A little early, but I'm fine.
I know.
We know you're a morning person. We know.
I think
I'm not
we
sure
share
if I'm
that
morning,
trait.
afternoon, or evening.
We're not the morning people.
The two of y'all, yeah, morning. You're night
We're
guys.
Booking and you in the middle
That's right.
who
Okay.
likes
That's
to
right.
get up bright and early. But Dr. Hyde, in case you don't know how you would, I don't know, but he's the president of Cleveland State Community College and our biggest cheerleader and our fearless leader that keeps us all going straight.
Well, I appreciate all those kind comments. I hope there's unanimity on that. But anyway, this is a great week for Cleveland State. And if I can share with you just a little bit, maybe some of the things that are going on. And I'm hoping that you that are watching will maybe take the time, because these events are open to the public. We have some things happening in Tennessee, I think, right now that I think will make our governor very happy. I think he's made it a priority in his administration, workforce development and higher education.
Mm-hmm.
And so coming up this week are two events that are definitely directly tied to higher education and workforce development. And this is really going to be on Thursday afternoon, which I think is the 20th. We have an event planned that's a ribbon cutting. As most of you know, this college has been around for a good length of time. And our buildings are aging a little bit, but we had an opportunity, and with the support of VACR and the support of the Tennessee Board of Regents, we're able to do a $2.3 million renovation of our technology building. And this is important for this community because there are so many jobs that are technologically based. And so we feel that as a result of this addition, and we are adding space to the building in addition to upgrading the building and in addition to upgrading the equipment, we'll be in a position to really meet the training needs of local business and industry. And so we're very excited. We're planning a ribbon cutting here at the college at 5 o'clock. It's open to the public. Right now the governor has indicated that he will be here, so we're
That's pretty
hoping.
exciting.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But I think we realize in Tennessee, and I think he made a good point of this when he was in Chattanooga recently, and some of the major employers were in the room with him at the same time, as well as education, is that there's a little bit of a concern in Tennessee about the quality of the workforce. But this is probably an issue that's taking place across the United States. There's a lot of jobs going unfilled that require certain technical skills. And so we really feel is that Cleveland State's in a position, with the addition of this building, is that we'll be able to train those folks to be able to take these jobs. The governor made an interesting point when he met with us in Chattanooga, is that when Volkswagen was hiring, they made a comment that 92 out of 100 applicants were not qualified. Well, we're going to see if perhaps with the addition of this building and with some of the programs that will be in this building, is that we'll be in a position to be able to say in the future that 92 out of 100 applicants are qualified. Right. And so we have some initiatives planned for the building. The one I think is most exciting. What's frustrating with the data that Volkswagen shared with us is that the 92 who were identified out of the pool, out of every 100 in the pool, really do not know why they came up short. And so what we're hoping to do, and it just is a pilot and it's just beginning, it's in the development stage. We just hired a brand new director of workforce development, Rick Creasy, and comes to us with excellent qualifications. And what we're looking to do is to create an assessment center that really will allow us to do the assessments when people are getting hired. And then if they do come up short, we'll be in a position to help them fix those deficiencies such that they'll be able to go to other companies, other businesses. We hope that an e-portfolio will develop out of this. We hope that we can go into the high schools and give high school students an early warning type of opportunity, as well as our college students. So they really do have the skills that that business and industry is looking for. And so if we're the ones doing the assessment and we have the data, there's a lot that we can do with that. So we're kind of really excited about that part of the week. And so that's planned for Thursday.
That sounds great. And lots of new space, it sounds like. And you said 5 o'clock?
Yes.
At the technology building?
And I guess I assume maybe if you haven't been on campus, I think you'll be able to find the technology building. It isn't that hard. But then on top of that, not just the ribbon cutting, we are hosting the Tennessee Board of Regents on Thursday afternoon and Friday morning. And some may not know this, but the governor is the chair of the Tennessee Board of Regents. And in case you don't know the Tennessee Board of Regents, that's a system of higher education in Tennessee, made up of 6 universities, 13 community colleges, and 26 technology centers, making it the 7th largest system of higher education in the United States. So they hold 4 quarterly meetings. It was our turn to host, and we're very excited about having the governor here and the board here. We've got some activities planned for them, and I want to publicly thank Tracy for helping set up some of the events that are related to the visit of the board. One of the things we're excited about is giving them a chance to really meet faculty, staff, and students here at the college. But they'll be conducting their business on Thursday afternoon. The committees meet on Thursday. And then on Friday is the board meeting itself. That is open to the public. It will start at 9 o'clock in the Johnson Center. And we're excited. We do believe that the governor will have some things to say about higher education, because he has made, as I say, higher education a priority. We're also looking at, there will be an opportunity for the college to kind of show off a little bit and share with the folks that are in the audience what's happening at Cleveland State. And I'm really excited about that because there really are some exciting things happening at Cleveland State.
Mm-hmm.
There are.
And I think the big piece, and I think we all know this, the technology is changing the way we work, whether you use the term disruptive technology or disruptive innovation. And I think this college, and I have to thank the faculty, staff, and administration here, have really started to understand that and have kind of jumped on the bandwagon. And that Cleveland State's really becoming one of the leaders when it comes to the use of technology. And what's important here, there's been a lot in the newspaper and on the news lately about the technologies where you can find examples and stories where it works, and you can find examples elsewhere where it doesn't work. But I really think we have discovered the combination that really makes it work, and that's the high-tech, high-touch. We're never going to do away with the faculty member. If there's a fear out there that technology is going to totally displace the faculty member, no. It's the combination of the two that makes this work. And so we were very fortunate a few years ago. The math faculty here decided to try teaching math in a very, very different way. It required the use of technology, but it also changed the way they do business. I have to laugh. The department chair at the time was John Squires, who has since moved to Chattanooga State and replicated the program there. But Karen Wyrick and the math faculty here have done an absolutely marvelous job of maintaining the energy and enthusiasm and the success that we had with this. And what we basically have done, and to me this is what all of education is facing, K through 12 higher education. We're being asked to do more, do it better, and do it with less. Well, the math folks here did more, did it better, and did it with less.
Right.
And so it's a redesign based upon, this may not make any sense to you, the Emporium model with the NCAT, National Center for Academic Transformation. But the point I'm trying to make is there's a model out there. The faculty here studied the model, applied it in the way that it worked at Cleveland State, and we got absolutely marvelous results. Students love it, faculty love it, and even President Obama loves it. In a speech a few years ago at the University of Texas at Austin, he made a comment that this program needs to be replicated in every college in the country. Well, I kind of like that. And we are trying to replicate it in every college in the country.
We've had workshops. We've had workshops. Yeah.
Workshops here at the college that have been set up. We've had our consultants visit in other colleges. We have probably been in touch with over 200 colleges and universities in terms of doing this, because the math is so important. We hear about the jobs today, the very attractive, lucrative jobs are in the STEM professions, science, technology, engineering, and math. Well, all those professions require a solid base in math. And what amazes me, and I'll ask if I could talk to the audience is to find out, is raise your hand if you love math. And I bet I'm not getting raised hands out there right now because most people don't like math. But it's become an important part of our lives. Math literacy is, I think, as important as English literacy, and so we feel we have something that turns that fear into liking, and that what we've seen is, and this has happened also at Austin Peay, because they've done something very similar, is that they're seeing more students choose math as a major. Well, you don't choose math as a major unless you're good at it, so I think things really have changed. But what we're going to do at the board meeting, this technology that we've learned is starting to spread across the college. So as part of our presentation, we're going to give the board members an opportunity as if they were students in a class with an iPad in front of each one of them, and we've had 2 faculty members here at the college that have volunteered, and we appreciate that. We'll kind of demonstrate some of the new tools that we have and the technology that we have that we can now use, that's really going to lead to, and this is good news too, because this is what it all comes down to, Tennessee, like other states, aren't graduating enough students from their colleges. And so we feel that by the use of this technology, this high-tech, high-touch approach, that we will increase the number of completers successfully in courses, in certificates, in degrees, and that's what Tennessee is looking for right now, is more graduates. So to me, we have an opportunity to show off. I'm hoping that if you can come, because if perhaps you have a son or daughter or spouse that's in school, whether it's K through 12 or higher education, technology is changing the way we do our business.
Well, Dr. Hodge, you provided lots of information and
Probably too
your
much.
little
No,
segment.
that's
Now,
perfect.
I think folks are able to understand some of the wonderful things happening at the college. And just to recap, in our last little time that we have before you have to jet off to get to your office, you've got the ribbon cutting on Thursday,
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock at the Technology Building, and then the TBR meeting, Tennessee Board of Regents, I should say. And folks can come on Friday morning, 9 o'clock, and it's open to the public.
Yes, and that'll be in the Johnson Building. So it's a great time because it really is an opportunity to have these board members here. In fact, we're hoping to get some of the board members into the classrooms here at Cleveland State and have a chance to talk to faculty and have a chance to talk to students. So this should be a very good experience for everyone.
Well, thanks for sharing all that with us. We're happy, and maybe the community will come out and join us.
And we want everyone to stay tuned because we've got more. We're going to talk about another wonderful opportunity for involvement in our community, blood assurance. So you may be driving by that building and wondering, what's that blood assurance? Stay tuned, and we're going to help you find that out.
Great local sports right here on WTNB East Tennessee Television. Keep up to date on all your Walker Valley sports news Wednesdays with the Walker Valley Sports Zone. Get a behind-the-scenes look at all the local high school area football with the pregame Thursdays at 10. And it's a Friday night tradition. Football Friday, every Friday night at 11 o'clock, right here on WTNB East Tennessee Television.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Has your disability application been denied? Are you frustrated with the administration's processing of your claim? Do you feel as though the administration simply does not understand why you cannot work? You're not alone. My name is Matthew Coleman, and I'm an attorney representative. I find that many of my clients share these concerns and others. As a representative, it's my job to communicate your claim to the administration in a language that they can understand. As an attorney, it's my duty to fight for the disability benefits that you deserve. Come talk to me. The Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson, PC.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold.
We're good.
Good morning, and we're so glad you're still out there watching us this morning. I'm Tracy Wright, this is Tommy Wright, and you notice a new face on the set is Jay Baumgartner. I hope I got that correct.
It's close enough.
Well, correct me. Get it cleaned up because I want them to know.
Okay, can you say Bum?
Bum.
And Gardner.
Gardner.
Say that together.
Bum Gardner.
We got it.
There we go.
I'll tell you what, it doesn't take too much for educators to get that right.
That's right. That's right. A little coaching there. He's Vice President for Community Relations with Blood Assurance, and we're so glad bright and early you were able to get here and be with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit, Jay, about Blood Assurance. I mean, what you do, what it means to this community and this region.
Well, we are 40 years old this year, and we've had a big celebration on that. And we started with 4 hospitals, and that was downtown Chattanooga with Erlanger Memorial and Park Ridge. And if you can remember, the old hospital in Fort Oglethorpe was called Tri-County Hospital, which is now called Hutchinson. And from that, over the 40 years, we have grown to 34 counties. We go from Cookeville, Tennessee, all the way down to Cartersville, Georgia. And if you go west, we go where the Alabama-Tennessee line is. It goes all the way to Fayetteville, Tennessee, and we go all the way to Murphy, North Carolina.
Wow.
And we go to Towns County, which is Hiawassee, Georgia. That's a pretty big area compared to just those 4 areas. And it's been because we have learned to process blood in a way that is very cost effective to the hospitals, and they know that then we're dealing with us, that they're getting a very high quality product, but they're also getting something that is very cost effective, and it helps drive medical prices down unless you're purchasing it from somebody else.
Wonderful.
So in Bradley County, specifically, even though we air in a lot of different counties, in Bradley County, I'm told that we are actually, I guess you would say, a pretty good supplier.
Yes, and I think that's very true. When you look at what the 2 hospitals here in this community use, I know it's 1 hospital, but I still think of them as 2, but they use about 500 or 600 pints of blood. Isn't that amazing? You divide that by 30, since you're talking about math earlier. So we're using about 20 to 25 pints of blood every day in this community.
Wow.
But we're collecting much more than that. And so we are very fortunate to be able to use that where other communities do not collect enough for them. And a lot of people from this area sometimes go to different areas for certain specialties and certain procedures. And I promise you, the trauma all goes down to Erlanger. And when the trauma is there, you ought to see what the blood center uses. So what happens is the blood supply in Bradley County assists us to have a sufficient and efficient supply for the other communities.
That's really something. I didn't know that. Now, how can people donate?
Well, you have to be 16 years of age, and if you are, you need a permission slip from your guardian. So I think, Dr. Wright, you'd probably qualify for that.
In a couple, just recently.
Just recently.
Yeah, you humor him way too much. Now, he's going to have to go home with that big head now.
You know, he knows when somebody's lying to him. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm over it now.
That's right. That's right.
But 16, and so we have these high schoolers that come in, and truly, we have 16,000 donations a year from high school students.
Wow.
And so it's kind of limited when you look at, they kind of goes from August through early May. And we don't do anything with them in the summer. So you wonder why the blood supply people we're running low on these things. That when the high schools are out, we really have to stretch and try to find people, be very creative. So you've mentioned a lot of different companies just today, from Valker, and you talk about Cleveland State and Amazon, and at Cleveland State with Dr. Wright here serving on our advisory board. They'll come out and donate 100 units of blood from all the students and probably part of the faculty. We will go to any organization, churches, and we just work that out so they have enough time to pre-plan it and make sure they have enough people coming to the bus. And if it's not large enough, we will encourage folks to bring a group of 5 or a group of 10 down to our facility on Keith Street. And if you miss our flashing sign at you, you got problems. You must know Ronnie Millsap really well. You and Stevie Wonder must be playing on that song. So.
Now, it sounds like the schools really get behind the high schools and the colleges here in the area. I'm supposing Lee probably has. Do they have some drives?
They
as
do,
well?
and they'll probably do almost 500 donations. Lee,
wow,
in 1 year, and we have different people from the community that help us serve on an advisory board, and we have somebody from Lee University that serves on it as well. And it's just a wide variety of people from entertainment and radio, media, much less the industry here in town. Mm-hmm. And it's just a great way to say, where do we need to be? Who do we need to talk to? Mm-hmm. And are we doing the right kind of job? It's not a hard advisory board, but it really is about red cell collection and awareness.
Mm-hmm. I was impressed when Jay asked me to be on their advisory board. We went to lunch one day, and Jay just has a real passion for this, and it's not just a job to Jay. It seems like it's really something that he's passionate about, and he enjoys it, and so I've enjoyed hearing him just kind of share that passion.
Well, it is interesting. You'll be surprised when you go into any large group and just say, who's ever received blood in here? And you watch all these hands go up. They say 95% of us, by the time we hit age 80, will have received at least one blood product. Now, my wife has received 2 units of blood, and then you go into some large, or you go on campus here, and I promise you, you say, who's received blood? And you see all these kids' hands go up, and I'm going, what's this about? Well, if they were born premature, they cannot make, those premature babies cannot make their own red cells. And you see these little bitty packs of red cell for these small infants. I mean, these are the ones that fit right in your hand. And they're using our product. And if I cannot get passionate about saying, I need you to help, you maybe have a certain blood type that matches these kids. And then they go, well, I'm afraid of needles. And I said, well, you got 14 tattoos on your arm, go sit in a seat. You're not afraid of needles.
No excuses. Now, you mentioned the tattoos. At one time, you couldn't give blood if you had tattoos. Am I getting that right?
Yes.
But now you can.
It was a year wait. Now,
okay.
You ought to see the one right here on Dr. Tommy's arm. It says Mama on it. You know, he got that last night. Now, there is not a year wait.
Oh, okay.
As long the state of Tennessee has a way to make sure that these tattoo parlors are in order, and the state runs it. Now, if you go in the state of Georgia, they do not have that. Alabama does, which surprises me. I think Alabama was always be behind Tennessee and Georgia, but it's a 1-year wait in Alabama, and even in North Carolina, we do Murphy, and well, you're really not that far from Murphy when you think about where we are, and so we do take care of the blood supply there.
Now, what are the hours at the Keefe Street location?
We're open 8 to 6 Monday through Friday, and on Saturday 9 to 1. And I guess you have seen our blood mobile around town that we keep stationed there, and that goes out Monday through Friday and maybe one Saturday a month.
So if someone wanted to schedule a blood mobile at their business or school or whatever organization, how could they go about doing that?
Well, you can always just stop in if you'd like, and then you can our main number is down in Chattanooga, but it comes up here immediately. It's 756-0966.
So please, please, please give blood and save a life.
3 lives.
3 lives.
With 1 donation.
Now, how many of us can say that with other ways that we donate? 3 lives with 1 donation.
That's right.
It's an important thing, and 95% of us at some time in our life are going to need it. So give, and give generously.
Jay.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
And Jay, thank you. It's been wonderful having you on.
Good to be with you.
We didn't have enough time. We'll have to have you back on. But viewers out there, thanks for tuning in today. We'll look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great Monday.